Hey everyone, Brian with Workshop Addict. Today I want to go over DeWALT's XR brushless 20 volt max half-inch high torque impact wrench. This is model number DCF899H. The H stands for the hog ring that's on the anvil. The hog ring allows you to easily change sockets or any adapters that you put on the end without tools. This is also available in a D10 pin model if it's needed for your application. We got this unit in a kit, so it came with a charger, two 5.0 amp hour batteries, and a little bag. Very nice unit. Let's hit some specs. First, this has 700 foot-pounds of fastening torque and 1,200 foot-pounds of nut busting torque. It's got three settings that are easily switched at the bottom. Speed number 1 is 0 to 400 RPMs, speed number 2 is 0 to 1,200 RPMs, and speed number 3 is 0 to 1,900 RPMs. And on speed number 3, wide open, you're hitting 2,400 impacts per minute. This is a very comfortable and ergonomic impact wrench. We've had a lot of them around this place. I've used a ton of them. I was thrilled when I picked this up. DeWALT really made this for the professional who's going to use this all day long. It's designed so that it's balanced. Everything on here is easy to get to. The rubber overmold is very comfortable, even with gloves. It goes the same for the switch on the bottom. Very easy to move around even if you have heavy or thick gloves on. The LED light that's on the bottom comes on as soon as you pull the trigger and stays on for about 20 seconds after you let off the trigger. The LED light is bright, and I think they put this in the right spot because if you had it up front, right around the anvil, you might be using large enough sockets that you're just shining the back of the sockets and not getting the light actually on the nut or bolt that you're trying to remove or fasten. I did find that with high polished rims, chrome or aluminum, that it is bright enough that you do get a little bit of glare back. I started out by rotating the tires on my F350. The fastening torque on those is 165 foot-pounds. I did it more just to kind of get a feel for the impact wrench. How's it going to work? What's everything at? And I found that it was absolutely no issue for this to remove the lug nuts. Even on level 2, they just came right off. I used level 1 to just slowly put the lug nuts back on to make sure I got the hub-centric rim in place and everything was good. Then I followed up with a torque wrench to make sure I had everything torqued back properly. I also use this around my shop to change some of my tillers and my brush hogs around so that they'll fit my new quick hitch that I have coming. Those were 36 and 38 millimeter bolts. Absolutely no issue removing anything, and I thought I got to push this a little more. So I went out to the farm, we got our dump truck out, and I started removing lug nuts on that we usually use 3/4 inch impact wrenches on. Not an issue for this. I was surprised because we've tried other half-inch impact wrenches on it and we've had trouble, or they've not actually been able to remove them. This, no issue at all, buzzed them right off, and it's really impressive because most of the time we had a 3/4 inch adapter on here so we could use larger sockets. I went over to an old plow that we've had sitting around for 20 years and thought, well, we're not using it. I'm just going to try to take off some of these bolts that have been rusted on. I had great success taking off a lot of bolts, but I also have to say I did break a lot of bolts, or basically break the nuts trying to move them off because they were just rusted together. One thing to think about, make sure that your fastener can take the torque that you're applying to it or removing when using this. I think DeWALT really stepped up their game, and we're seeing this a lot with tool companies try to one-up the next person. So take advantage of it. If you're in the market for an impact wrench, this is a very nice unit. Check out our blog write-up on it. We have a few more specs there, where we used it, some more pictures. Ask us some comments in the bottom. We'll tell you what we think about it and the different places that we've used it now and in the future. Thank you for the time watching this video. I hope you have a great day.